Welcome in to Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of Copper Hills basketball only on KSLSports.com as we're ready to kick off. It's basketball season as the Copper Hills Grizzlies kick it off by welcoming in the Layton Lancers. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Well, this is about as best of a game as you can hope for to open up the season. We'll start by introducing the visiting Layton Lancers, coached by Coach Kelby Miller, and a couple of familiar faces for the Lancers coming in. KJ Miller, the sophomore 6'2 guard, and Makai Martin, the sophomore 6'1 guard. It's been an experienced backcourt for Coach Miller and a backcourt that he hopes to rely on to help this Layton program, as they have been a really tough out in Region 1. They've been contending for region championships the last couple of years. Some new faces to watch for. How about the 6'9 senior Brighton Palmer and the 6'4 senior Connor Wilson? Those two, a duo that Coach Miller's hoping they can step up in varsity action this year and help keep Layton competing for a Region 1 title. As we switch sides and introduce the home Copper Hills Grizzlies, Coach Watkins in his third year, his Copper Hills squad. They've got familiarity as well in McCoy Langston, Quincy Hills. They've got some new guys as well that they're going to look to rely on and young men to step up. And, of course, if you've been following Game Night Live Rewind, we covered the Utah Top 50 just a couple weeks ago, and Luke Moyer was a young man who really balled out in that showcase, the 6'6 senior forward, very blue-collar type of player, does pretty much anything and everything you could ask for as a coach. And then watch for the 6'5 junior Kyson Hymas, a young man who has the opportunity to really step up and see his prep career take off for the Grizzlies. Then, of course, as we mentioned, returning Hills and Langston out of the backcourt. It is the Grizzlies and the Lancers ready to tip off here on Game Night Live Rewind as the basketball season underway here from Copper Hills High School. Well, it was going to be, and it will be a Copper Hills to inbound here off the tip. You hope for those clean starts, and sometimes it's the old broadcaster jink, as this is the Grizzlies. And we've got a clock issue, I believe. So, man, 2 whistles in the first 4 seconds. Great way to start things off here. Inbounded with Quincy Hills. Here's Hymas. And we've got a foul here. Johnson picking up the first foul of the contest and of the season. Being called there with the check as Copper Hills will inbound. This will be McCoy Langston, far side. Gets it back from Hills. The screen set there by Moore. Hills. Good defense there by Makai Martin. Moyer sends out Sorensen, the 3. Great way to start things off here for Copper Hills as the shooter, Nathan Sorensen, taking care of business. And there's Sorensen with the steal. Pushing tempo for the Grizzlies, high off the glass and drawing the contact here on Palmer. That'll be the first personal on Brighton, the second team foul. And this will send Copper Hills to the line as Sorensen heading for the pair. So one of the things, talking with Coach Watkins before the game, said, do you want to push it? Do you want to control tempo? And he said, yes, want to do them both. And you saw there Sorensen pushing it as he misses the front end of the 2 free throws. A second one to come here. 1 for 2. 4-0 the advantage for Copper Hills. Again, first game of the season for both sides. As this is Miller. Worked around here with Palmer. Sent out Wilson. Connor Wilson trying to work against Hymas. Sends it back out with Johnson, and now Martin. Makai going to try the 3. That one won't go. Loose ball gathered by Moyer. Here come the Grizzlies. Moyer off the glass, and the finish and it is 6-0 for Copper Hills. The Grizzlies here climbing that lead. Just a reminder, Bears can climb faster than they can run. It's a TV show reference for those who are wondering. 6-0. Thrown into the backcourt. Here's KJ Miller. Talk about Miller. An absolute shooter, and we'll have an offensive foul here called on Palmer. That's going to be his second, coming awfully early. And it will be a substitution here for the Lancers. Is Brock Mendoza going to come on the floor here? Coach Miller having a conversation with one of the officials. I don't think he liked a couple calls that have gone against the Lancers here early. Moyer hanging. That shot won't go. Rebound brought down by Johnson. Here comes Mitch. Over to Martin. Now Miller. Works away from the screen baseline, and a foul here going to be called on the Grizzlies. Foul called on Moyer. Martin to throw in. Johnson in the paint. Tough shot. Won't go. Rebounded by Hymas. Langston looking underneath for Hymas. Kyson blocked away, and that ball couldn't be saved as Miller did everything he could, but touched the end line. It'll stay here with Copper Hills. Hills to inbound. Three on the way. That shot off the target. And it will go the way of the Lancers. .540 left here in this first quarter. 6-0 Copper Hills. 4 of those points coming from the senior Nathan Sorensen. Miller's three off target, tapped out. And here comes Moyer. Sorensen, that drive blocked by Wilson. I should say taken away by Wilson. Hills in the lane. Oh, how about the defense by KJ Miller. Beautiful job wrapping it up. And the dual possession will give it back to the Lancers. We talk about the experience in that backcourt for Layton, Miller, and Martin. And that time you saw that experience come through. Boy, nearly given away. Last touch by Martin. Quincy Hills showing some of his experience as he's able to jump in the passing lane there and help create the turnover. Quincy thought about the three. Left open, Langston hit it. McCoy Langston dials up the tray. 9-0 the start here for Copper Hills. Martin to answer, won't go. Ball batted around, brought down, and fouled as that was Mendoza. Inbounded. Three on the way. That shot won't go from Wilson. Luke Moyer. End to end for Luke. Too strong. The Copper Hills bench wanted a foul there. None coming. Miller. Extra pass to Martin. Mackay floating it up. And Mackay Martin, first bucket of the season for the Lancers, coming from the 6'1 sophomore. Sent up top, Langston again. That shot off the mark. Mackay leaves it for Johnson. That broken up, Mackay gets it back. Martin. Here's Miller as we're past the midway point here in our first quarter. Entry for Mendoza, had it taken away. Langston out on the run. Won't go, the follow does by Hymas. And a timeout coming from the Lancers as it's an 11-2 start for Copper Hills. Timeout. Want to remind you, Game Night Live Rewind is presented by Heidemann & Associates. If you have any legal needs, contact the experts at Heidemann & Associates. And if you tell them Rewind sent you, you'll get a free consultation to learn about the variety of services, legal services they offer. Visit utah.law or give them a call at 801-754-4240. Want to let you know you can catch Copper Hills basketball right here on KSLSports.com all season long. And, of course, join Dusty Lister and myself each week as we bring you up to speed on all the happenings in every classification. Watch out for our weekly top 5 videos as well as live game streams only on KSLSports.com. (11-2) the advantage for Copper Hills. And Layton has had looks, but most of them have been from range, and they haven't been able to get them to drop as there's a steal by Quincy Hills. Up the floor, beautiful pass over to Moyer, who has the flush. Boy, great execution of the break, and how about the thread to Luke Moyer for the one-handed finish, bringing the Copper Hills fans to their feet. The step around there by Wilson, drawing contact and the foul. Two free throws coming up here for the 6'4" senior. Substitution, Hayden Shepard coming on the floor here for Copper Hills as Kyson Hymas will come off. Two for two on the trip. Three on the way. Langston shot won't go. Foul on the board, and that's going to be called on the Grizzlies. That'll be on Moyer. Unofficially his second. He'll have to come off as a substitution for the Grizzlies. Micah Norgrid coming on. Martin trying to work on Hills. Miller, good closeout there by Sorensen. Mackay gonna square up and hit it. Mackay Martin able to hit the three. 5 points and both field goals for Layton coming from Mackay Martin. As Copper Hills here will have the inbound. 2:18 left in our opening quarter. Inbounded up top. Good save there by Sorensen. Langston thought about it, gives it over. Shepard for three, won't go. Mackay with the board. That one knocked away from behind by Quincy Hills. Now Quincy on the run. The crafty steal and the finish from Quincy Hills. (15-7). KJ. They've done a nice job on Miller, have not given him a lot of good looks. I think he has one, maybe two shots, as there's a foul on Sorensen. That's the 5th team foul on Copper Hills. As Connor Wilson will inbound. Oh, they tried to give that on a quick backdoor pass to Wilson, broken up there by the Grizzlies. Oh, nice little head fake there. Miller got a hand on it. Copper Hills still with it here. Hills came off of that last whistle. Widehour comes in, but it's Sorensen dialing up another three, his second of the game. Boy, we said he was a shooter, and he's got 2 trays in the first quarter. Miller to answer, won't go. Rebounded by Widehour. Miller knocks it out. 47 seconds left here in our first quarter. Timeout taken by Layton. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this.
Jake said these are awesome for studying.
Line. You shouldn't ever take someone else's medication.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about the dangers of sharing prescriptions.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey! Prescription pain pills can be dangerous!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
Welcome back. 48 seconds to go here in the first quarter. How about a little free publicity here? They say that Tide can make your clothes clean, your colors brighter. So does Gain. 18-7, the advantage here. Copper Hills thrown into the back court. Langston across the timeline. Layton, a little bit of pressure here. Step through the zone there and taken away by Mendoza. 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Martin gives it back to Mendoza, sent out. Miller, nice extra pass there into the post with Harrop. Taken away, yes it is. 13 seconds to go here in the quarter. Over to Langston. Zone defense here by Layton. Clock's down to 5. Sorensen, another three. 3 in the quarter for Nathan Sorensen. And that's how the quarter expires. 21-7, the Grizzlies feeling good to start the season here at home. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on KSLSports.com.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey! Prescription pain pills can be dangerous!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
Welcome back. to Copper Hills High School. Opening game of the season for Copper Hills, hosting the Layton Lancers. And boy, a first quarter that Copper Hills gonna love, and a first quarter that Layton, Coach Miller, had some words for his bench. Just 2 made field goals in that first quarter, both coming from Mekhi Martin. The other points were Connor Wilson at the line as Quincy Hills is he's losing defenders left and right, and Mekhi Martin's had about enough of this. Goes up through traffic, rebounds the basketball. He was frustrated with the way that first quarter ended, Mekhi was, and here draws the foul on Copper Hills. It will be called on Hills. Substitutions here for both sides is coming in for the Lancers. Mitch Johnson back on the floor. McCoy Langston coming on here for Copper Hills. That was the 7th team foul. So free throws the rest of this half coming the way for the Layton Lancers. It'll be 1-1 here for Mekhi Martin. Good on the first. Earns himself a second. Had to get something clarified at the table. Believe we're all good. Martin 2 for 2. 7 points from Mekhi Martin to lead the way here for the Lancers. 7.5 to go here in our second quarter. Langston the drive. Gives that over with Nordgren. Now back to the corner. McCoy thought about the three. Got just that step around Tullis. And Langston in the paint. Able to score it. Here's Johnson. Looking for a way out. Throws it out with Tullis. Now Wilson. Mekhi. Oh, good defense. Great defense there by Widehours. He stayed stride for stride with Martin. Didn't give him anything. A little floater in the lane won't go, and Langston gets his own rebound. Sends out top. Martin deflected it, but tracked down by Nordgren. Kept inside with Copper Hills. Widehour too strong. His own rebound again. And finally cleared here by the Lancers is Cooper Tullis able to secure it. A pair of offensive rebounds for Copper Hills on that sequence alone. Oh, the step through from Wilson won't go. Been that kind of a first half for the Lancers. Sorensen. I was waiting for that three. Instead hands it off. Nordgren couldn't get the bank shot to go, and now Martin gonna slow things down here a little bit. Shot clock hasn't been adopted yet. Why rush? Mekhi to KJ. Miller looking to drive. Tough finish. Won't go. Three on the way. Off the mark. A second offensive rebound blocked away. And Martin with the clear. Sorensen will pick up the foul. Unofficially his second personal. I'll tell you what, Copper Hills, Coach Watkins, if nothing else, he is gonna love the sheer hustle of his team, especially on the offensive boards. It feels like every possession there's 1, 2 offensive rebounds to keep it alive. One of the things that Coach Miller is not gonna be a big fan of is several substitutions here made by the Lancers. Martin at the line again, makes his first. He's been man on a mission tonight for the Lancers. And now a timeout going to be taken by Copper Hills. 23-10, the advantage for the Grizzlies. 5:35 left here in the first half. We'll take a moment, thank some of our sponsors that make this stream available. Want to thank the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group. If you are looking to elevate your mental performance. Maybe you got a big meeting coming up. You got to get things right with family, or on the floor you got a big matchup. There's no one better to get your mental performance on track than the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group, the official mental performance coaches of Real Salt Lake, Weber State University, Utah State University. And it's not just sports applicable, folks. They're going to get you ready for whatever you have coming up. If you're looking to get better, no one's going to help your mental performance more than the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group. To schedule time with Riley Jensen and his network of mental performance coaches, visit rjpg.net. One more free throw for Martin. Nine points for Mackay. Connor Wilson, the only other Lancer to score. He has a pair of free throws in the contest. Now a little bit of extended pressure here from the Lancers. Lobbed over, inside. Oh, it's broken, but another offensive rebound and finish for Copper Hills as Hayden Shepard got his own miss and scored it. Mackay gonna try the three. That shot was off the mark. The Copper Hills section sending out a roar as Grizzlies do. Back up top here with Langston. Pair of screens from McCoy. Working on Watts. McCoy deflected away. That ball loose, gathered by Langston. A little over pursuit, wide hour, blocked away. Ball's loose. And now the foul here going to be called on the Lancers. Going to go against Johnson, believe his second foul. Substitution here for the Lancers as Wilson and Miller coming back on here for Layton. Mackay Martin will come to the bench, as will Crew Harrop. Copper Hills to inbound, 4:31 left here in the first half, and a foul before that ball's thrown in. A blocking foul here going to be called on KJ Miller. And Crew Harrop going to come back on the floor here. In traffic, and the block from Wilson. I got the Layton bench on their feet. See if that maybe can get a little energy and movement here on the offensive end. Wilson with it now. Into the double team. Boy, looked like he couldn't tell if he twisted an ankle or stepped on his own foot. Something. It was an awkward shot, but Layton able to regain it. 4 minutes to go here in the second. Miller sends out Wilson, the three. Short. Inside. Wilson is there to take it away for Layton. Up ahead for Watts. Won't go, and the foul here on the contest of Hayden Shepard. So that will send Andrew Watts to the line here, 6'1" guard. We'll have a pair. First free throw off target. Little too strong there from Andrew. One more to come. One for two on the trip from Watts. Layton without a field goal here in this second quarter. Their 5 points have all come from the line. That pass was deflected, but finds its way through to Langston. McCoy, oh, nice little step back move there. Trying to find a driving lane there with some dribbling, and then the travel. Shepard knew it. And Copper Hills turns it over. Drive. Boy, good defense by Langston, but able to get that one just over the outstretched arms. And we've got a foul here. Ashton Howick coming on here for Copper Hills. 25-14. Langston. Boy, good defense being picked up here by Layton. Crew Harrop has picked up his intensity defensively. Knocked away by Watts. Ball's on the floor, and we're going to get a dual possession. Great defense there by Crew Harrop, and then by Watts. It's one of the things we've been accustomed to seeing from Layton over the years is energy, passion, and good defense, and it's been a bit of a struggle here early, but start to see some of their depth guys maybe help create that. Long three here from Wilson. That won't go. The rebound gathered by Shepard. And a foul here on the board, going to be picked up by Harrop. So we'll head down. That's the 7th team foul. 1-and-1 free throws to come the way of Copper Hills. 2:06 to go here in the first half. And Shepard to the line. First free throw won't go. Another offensive rebound for Copper Hills. Here's Langston. Harrop defending him. Forces him out. Wideauer gives that off. Shepard. Langston, and a foul here called on Harrop. Back-to-back fouls on Crew. Be 1-and-1 free throws coming up here for Langston. The first is pure. One more to come. Won't go. A foul here on the rebound. Be called on Nordgren. So here's Harrop with a pair of free throws, and the first one goes. One more to come here for Crew. Second one too strong. 1 for 2 for Harrop. Approaching 90 seconds remaining. Another foul. I think that was Langston who picked it up. Watts Just had that one slither out of his fingers. Tried to keep it in. Too little, too late for Andrew. And the ball heading the way of Copper Hills here. Langston, oh, nice work around the interior screen and able to finish it off the glass for McCoy. 8 points for Langston in the contest tonight. Wilson won't go. And a jump ball here. That'll give possession to the Grizzlies. 1 minute to go in the half. Shepard back up top with McCoy. 40 seconds left here. We've got a foul. Just going against Martin. One-on-one free throws coming up here. Substitution first. Josh Pomeranian coming on. And free throw won't go. Another offensive board. The putback won't go. Wilson had it. And then the foul here, loose ball foul, going to be called on Shepard. That'll be his second. So it'll be Wilson with a pair of free throws. The first one just crawls over. Substitution here, Brock Mendoza coming on for Layton. Meanwhile, Langston coming on for Copper Hills. Wilson 1 for 2 on the trip, but we've got a lane violation here, so we'll shoot that one again. That one wouldn't go, despite 2 attempts at it. 30 seconds left. Here's Langston. Clock down to 20. Watts defending McCoy. He gets the separation, still has it. No count activated here. 10 seconds to go. Langston gets the screen in the paint. Blocked away by Wilson. That ball loose and a shot won't be attempted. First half comes to a close, and it's the Copper Hills Grizzlies with a 28-16 lead over the Layton Lancers. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on KSLSports.com, brought to you by Heidemann Associates and presented by the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group. Welcome back. Start of the second half here from Copper Hills High School. the Grizzlies leading the Layton Lancers 28-16. And boy, what a first half. It was really a strong first quarter from Copper Hills, a 21-7 advantage. Got them out to a lead, and for Layton, just been tough to find the bottom of the net as the Lancers have a first possession turnover to start this second half. But your leading scores in the first half, Sorensen for Copper Hills had 10 points, all of those coming back in that first quarter. As the drive here by Moyer, there's foul. I think the foul was on Wilson, I believe. Sorensen had 10, Langston had 8. Meanwhile, for the Lancers, leading scorer was Mackay Martin with 9. And Connor Wilson had 3. Is Luke Moyer able to score? He had a pair of buckets back in the first quarter and starts the third here. A nice little turnaround in the paint. Here's Martin. We'll send it out, and this may be the most surprising note of the night. KJ Miller still scoreless as the foul here called on Copper Hills. And I think that was on Sorensen. If so, that would be his third. But KJ Miller, it's been tough for him to find his rhythm tonight. Copper Hills, you know, I'll tell you this, they've been stout defensively. As you see, nice job there by Luke Moyer staying vertical on the much taller Brighton Palmer. Able to do enough to disrupt his shot. Is tough reverse there from Quincy Hills, won't go. The Lancers with the clear. Wilson pushing it ahead for Miller. Miller on the drive, baseline, and there is the first bucket of the night for KJ Miller. And if you told Coach Watkins at the break he'd be limited to no points, I think he would take it. But a nice burst there from KJ. Now here's Moyer. Sends over with Langston. Moyer defended there by Palmer, but draws the contact, and Brighton will pick up his third. Again, all of our foul tallies tonight are unofficial. We've missed 1 or 2. So unofficially the third there on Palmer. And Luke Moyer heading to the line here for 2, makes the first. 1 more for Luke. We talked about the Utah Top 50, and there will be more talk of that as the season goes on. But what a showcase Moyer had in that one. Really where I became more familiar with him as Martin kind of got caught in the air there, as it was Moyer that stepped up, leads to a Sorensen 3 that rattles out. And dual possession there from Wilson and Moyer. We'll keep it here. Boy, that Sorensen 3 was halfway down and just wouldn't rattle home. Hills throws into Moyer. Quick turnaround from Luke. That rattles out. So if nothing else, I know it won't provide a ton of solace for Lancer fans, but apparently that rim is a little picky tonight. An offensive foul called on Wilson, and there's not a lot of people in the navy and baby blue that like that call. Unofficially, the second personal on Wilson. Will give the ball back to Copper Hills. 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. Grizzly basketball. Sorensen, and a foul here, offensive. Will be called on Hymas. Substitution, Hayden Shepard going to come on here for Copper Hills, as Hymas will come off. Here's Johnson over with Martin. Mackay gives to Miller, back to Mackay. Here's Palmer trying to work on Moyer. He'll take the pull-up. Shot was too strong, and a foul here on the putback by Wilson. We'll send Connor Wilson to the line here as the foul going to be called on Sorensen. I have that as Sorensen's fourth. If that is indeed the case, boy, that is going to be a big call, and he was heading to the bench. Yeah, it is 4. He just gave the indication. So Sorensen going to have to sit as Wilson at the line makes his first. And so Whitehour coming onto the floor here. Wilson with 4 points, going for his 5th, and that's short. All of his points tonight for Connor Wilson coming from the line, as Palmer able to get back and disrupt it, and a valiant effort by Shepard to save it, but couldn't do so. It's Layton basketball. 4:55 to go here in our third quarter. Long three from Miller. Won't go. Ball rebounded by Whitehour. He's been strong tonight, coming off the bench. Moyer inside, working on Palmer. Won't go. And Palmer here going to be called for the foul. 2 free throws coming up here for Moyer. A lot of Layton folks thought that Palmer was straight up, as he's got his 4th foul now. He'll have to come out after Moyer takes this first free throw. First is good. So Brock Mendoza has come on. Moyer 4 points in the quarter, 8 in the contest. And he goes 2 for 2 on the trip. (34-19), the advantage, 4.5 to go. Here's in the third, Martin, defended by Hills. Mackay, oh, nice little pass there off the drive and the flush coming from Brock Mendoza. His first field goal tonight, but you love the setup coming by Mackay Martin. Quick step. Hills terminated, tried to give that back, stolen by Miller. Has help with him, sends it over to Johnson, back to KJ, and the foul, count the bucket for KJ Miller, as Luke Moyer gonna pick up the foul, his 3rd. And fouls starting to add up here. Unofficially, Moyer with 3, Sorensen with 4, Palmer for the Lancers has 4, as all those 3 players now on the bench for their respective sides. An opportunity here for KJ Miller for the and 1. Five points for KJ, all coming here in the third. If you are a Grizzly fan, you do not want him to get going. Here's Quincy Hills, and a foul going to be called here on Miller. Fifth team foul on Layton, 4 on Copper Hills. Hills through traffic, and there's another one. This is going to be called on Martin. Two free throws here for Quincy Hills. And Hills makes his first. KJ will come off the floor here as Elias Parkinson coming on for the Lancers. Second free throw for Hills, rimmed out. Ball gathered by Wilson. Mackay trying to work off that high screen. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson around Hills, and Hills going to be called here for the reach. Thrown into the backcourt here with the Lancers. That shot too strong off the glass. Here's Langston. Switch here by the Layton defense off the screen. McCoy for three. Shot won't go, and a foul, loose ball foul here going to be called on Whitehour. Andrew Watts coming on the floor here for the Lancers. Three minutes to go in the quarter. Offensive board by Palmer will keep it here. Mackay ran into more Grizzly traffic, and that shot won't go. Excuse me, that was Mendoza who had the board, and then there, the miss. Langston sends out three on the way from Nordgren. Won't go. Offensive rebound and the putback. Wiedauer with the bucket. The first player not named Luke Moyer to score for the Grizzlies here in this third quarter. Wilson, offensive foul. Substitution. Crew Harrop coming on the floor here. Two minutes to go in the third. Langston through the paint. Oh, good interior defense there by the Lancers. Transition three, count it good. Back to a 10-point difference. Here's Langston. Trying to work on Mendoza. Into the corner. Shepard couldn't get the finish to go. Loose ball tracked down by Wiedauer. Nearly given away, but kept. Langston for three. Off target. Bouncing around. Mendoza should have had it. Oh, Layton would have loved to travel there, but Shepard was able to not cleanly possess that as he was sliding across the floor, and it will stay here with Copper Hills. Langston. Clock down to 40 in the quarter. Now 30. Copper Hills, they got possession with about 1:40 to go, and Layton has not had it. Langston, and a foul here given by Mendoza. We'll send Langston to the line here with 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. One and one, and McCoy good on the first, has one more.
Basketball, ref!
2 for 2 for McCoy. Substitutions, Miller coming back on here for the Lancers. Josh Pomeranian coming on here for Copper Hills. Ten seconds. Clock down to 5. Martin got caught in the air. That one was kept in, but no opportunity there. The Copper Hills defense continuing to play strong as the Grizzlies lead the Lancers 39-27 after the third. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind, presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group.
Jake said these are awesome for studying.
Line, you shouldn't ever take someone else's medication.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about the dangers of sharing prescriptions.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Copper Hills High School. 39-27 in a game that, well, first game of the year for both these two sides. And you can see that a little bit. We've seen some shots that have been tough to finish. Seen a lot of fouls in this game. Both teams were in the double bonus first half. Both teams in the bonus here to start the fourth quarter, as both shooting 1 and 1. And some key players in some foul trouble here for the remaining 8 minutes. See if the Lancers can make a push. They trailed by as many as, I think, 17. Might have been 16, but they've gotten to 10 a couple of times. Here's Wilson on the turnaround, won't go. The rebound gathered there by Sorensen, who had that great first half. 10 points in the first quarter for Nathan. He's been one of those Copper Hills Grizzlies in foul trouble as Hills sees the whole side of the floor open up, and Quincy Hills able to take it and score it off the glass. 6 points tonight for Quincy. Wilson trying to work on a high miss, sends it out. Palmer from 17 will clear. Martin, the three. Makai Martin able to hit a big three. As the Lancers still kind of stuck in those double digits. Here's Quincy. Martin defending him. Oh, Quincy, nice little step through the lane, and that shot just wouldn't go. Moyer got a fingertip on it, but couldn't possess it. It'll go to the Lancers. Wilson trying to drive, blocked away by Hymas, but staying with it is Connor Wilson, and Moyer will pick up his fourth on the play. First field goal tonight for Connor Wilson, and a chance for the three-point play. This is the closest Layton has been since the opening minutes of the contest. This is a 9-2 game back in the first. Before Copper Hills really started to find that separation. 3 on the way from Langston, won't go, and Wilson, boy, Wilson's down on the floor. He's holding an ankle here as he was trying to go get that board, and he's still down. Meanwhile, Luke Moyer appears to have been fouled, but they're going to need to come out and have a look at Wilson. And well, this is not what you want to see if you're a Layton fan. We'll step aside as they have a look at Connor Wilson and be back after this. Welcome back. I think Palmer ended up picking up the foul, and if that's the case, that's his 5th. So Brighton Palmer has fouled out. We'll send Luke Moyer to the line here. And the first good. 10 points now for Moyer. That was the 9th team foul on the Lancers, so double bonus rest of the way for the Grizzlies as Moyer goes 2 for 2. 6 minutes to go here in our final frame. Boy, tough finish there for Mendoza. Couldn't get to go with the left hand, and now the Grizzlies coming up the floor here. Hymas with Langston. To Hymas, blocked away. Good recovery there by Crew Harrop. Love the action that Copper Hills was running there. Had a great inside look, but Harrop there to deny it. It'll be Grizzlies to throw in. We've got a foul here called on Johnson. So free throws coming up here for McCoy Langston. Double bonus. Rest of the way is the first one short here. Langston 1 for 2 on the trip. Martin gonna pull up for 3. Won't go. Miller was trying to track that down, but it is Hills first to it. And Hymas here trying to quickly get to the rim. Fouled by Martin, going to be called with the block. Two free throws now for Kyson Hymas. First free throw off. Watt's going to come on the floor here for the Lancers. 5:09 to go. And 2 for 2, or 1 for 2 on the trip for Hymas. Here's Miller. Back with KJ. Defended by Hymas. Little step back here from Miller. That shot short. Rebounded by Hills. Up ahead, Sorensen, transition three. His fourth made three of the contest for Nathan Sorensen as he leads all scorers with 13. Watts looking in for Mendoza. Moyer trying to stay vertical, and the foul here going to be called on Harrop. The third on Crew. Will walk down and take free throws. So big McCoy Langston stepping up to the line here for the Grizzlies. As Langston good on the first, one more to come. Substitutions here for the Lancers. Johnson coming back on. Two for two for McCoy. KJ. And a foul here, I think going to be called on Hymas as he collapsed down. It is. So 1-1 here for the Lancers. Mitch Johnson step into the line. Unofficially first points tonight for Mitch. Halfway through our fourth quarter. Hymas trying to work around the help there from Mackay. Knocked away by KJ, but kept by Quincy for the Grizzlies. Pressure there, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Watkins, trying to make sure that they don't surrender possession. Timeout, Copper Hills, 30 seconds, and we'll be back.
Jake said these are awesome for studying.
Line. You shouldn't ever take someone else's medication.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about the dangers of sharing prescriptions.
.333 to go. Good start for Coach Watkins and the Grizzlies. You know, both sides will go back, look at some missed opportunities offensively, but the defense tonight for Copper Hills done a nice job taking away some of the scoring power of Layton as Hills through traffic there, cleaned up by Moyer. And that's going to be a duo that we'll talk about as the season continues. 13 points now for Moyer. But Hills, you can see his athleticism and speed can be a problem as, boy, Layton does all the work and then leaves it on the front of the rim. Other end, Hymas. And a foul here called after the play on KJ. We'll send Hymas to the line here, 3:09 to go. So it'll be Kyson Hymas back to the line here for Copper Hills. And on his first, off the front of the rim. One for two for Kyson on the trip. Mackay hanging. Not enough on it. Couldn't tell if that was deflected or not. As Copper Hills quickly back up the floor. Here's Sorensen. Oh, crafty work, but then given away. Johnson with the steal. Ahead, KJ off the glass. And a quick timeout there taken by the Lancers and Coach Miller. Timeout, Layton. 2:43 left. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on KSLSports.com.
Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey, prescription pain pills can be dangerous.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
.243 left. A synopsis of the contest tonight for Copper Hills. Quincy, that is, with 6 points. Nathan Sorensen, 13. Luke Moyer, 13. McCoy Langston, 12. Those have been your leading scorers tonight for the Grizzlies. Meanwhile, for the Layton Lancers, Mackay Martin with 14. Connor Wilson with 7. KJ Miller with 5. What was a 21-7 first quarter advantage for Copper Hills has largely been kept in place. Hills going to be called offensive foul here. Have that offhand on the defender's hip. And that one knocked away from behind by Quincy. Mackay thought there was contact there. Miller here will be called for his 4th. No, his 5th, my apologies. So KJ Miller has fouled out of the contest with 5 points. And Hymas again to the line here. First, good.
He's going to reach every time you go by him.
1 for 2 for Kyson. 14 free throws made tonight for Copper Hills. $14 for Layton as well unofficially. How about that finish by Sorensen through despite traffic and contact there as Sorensen will head back to the line. But if the math is correct, which there's no guarantee that it is, 14 points tonight from Layton coming from the line, meaning only 23 from the floor. We talk about the tough offensive woes. That describes it. As Sorensen good on the three-point play. 3 on the way there for Layton, won't go, and Moyer with the rebound. Inside of 2 to go here in regulation, Hills. And a foul here.
They don't even know what to do anymore.
We'll send Quincy to the line. First good for Quincy. Grover coming on here for the Grizzlies, as Quincy makes them both. Taken away by Hills. And the foul there. We'll send Quincy back to the line. A chance for Hills to get in double figures tonight. This game was, I think, 41-33, if I recall correctly. As Quincy missed his first, second, good. That'd be a 19-4 run put on over the final 5 or 6 minutes. As Copper Hills looking to start the year 1-0. Moyer tries the three. That shot won't go. Layton pushing this up the floor. Here's Moyer with an exclamation mark. Had the dunk back in the first, and now the dunk in the fourth from Luke Moyer. And the foul here, as Mendoza was going up for it. Copper Hills will have a couple days off. Their next game will be right here in the Den, as they'll take on the Hunter Wolverines on December 1st. Before they'll head to the road on December 3rd to take on the Woods Cross Wildcats, as mass substitutions coming on here for Copper Hills after Mendoza makes his first free throw. Many of the starters off the floor here for Coach Watkins. In fact, all of them off the floor. 2 for 2 on the trip for Layton. Clock down to 45 seconds left. Travel. Certainly some Layton fans frustrated tonight. Coach Miller, it's just tough for this team to get in rhythm. You could see it early on, open looks. They just couldn't get to go, and felt like it took them a while to just find that rhythm, that flow in the offense. And Copper Hills got up and down the floor tonight. I thought the defense was really good for the Grizzlies, as Copper Hills will start this 21-22 campaign 1-0, as there's Watts there to take it away. And now pushing it up the floor for the Lancers. Of course, that Region 1 is going to be tough. Davis, Farmington, both in that region. How about this Region 3? Copper Hills, according to some polls, picked to finish second behind the Bingham Miners. Of course, Riverton, always a tough contest in this region. Mountain Ridge, first year in 6A. They've got some returners for Coach Briggs. Should be a fun year in Region 3, and cannot wait to have it as Watts hits that three. One of the few in the contest to go for the Lancers. But tonight, it is the Copper Hills Grizzlies, defensively, offensively, running the floor. Luke Moyer soaring above the rim as they get the 62-44 victory over the Layton Lancers. Our player of the game tonight, Nate Sorensen. 4 made threes tonight, 10 points in the first quarter to help create that separation for the Grizzlies as they're able to defeat the Lancers to start the year perfect. Congratulations, Nate Sorensen and the rest of the Copper Hills Grizzlies, 62-44 over the Lancers. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you all year long for Copper Hills basketball right here on Game Night Live Rewind, only on KSLSports.com.